Welcome everybody to the finale of Back to the Future the game on PlayStation 4. Outatime, the 5th and final episode, begins. And this is bound to be pretty much the longest episode in the game. But I am gonna enjoy this one. All of you will. Wow, it looks like Emmett has more than one bacteria aquarium tank. And it looks to me like Marty slept over at Emmett's ever since the last episode.
Hello?
Marty! You're awake! Good!
Doc! Emmett, where are you?
I'm down at the expo. I snuck out early to avoid my pop. If he knew I was about to make a publicly scientific spectacle of myself, he'd hit the roof.
Oh, I bet he would.
You know, you really should try to work things out with your dad. If you give him a chance, he might just surprise you.
I'll keep that under advisement. But first, I need you to perform an important mission. On the table next to my law books, there's a device plugged into the wall.
I think I see it.
Is it glowing?
Yeah, is that good?
Good? It's fantastic! Glowing means my static accumulator is charged up and ready for action. Bring it down to the high school and we'll... Damn!
What?
It's Edna!
But...
Oh crap.
Okay, Emmett, one static accumulator coming up.
Better get to the high school fast, Marty. Whoa, jeez.
Jeez, Doc, watch out, you almost ran me over.
Sorry about that, Martin. This vehicle is sometimes difficult to control.
Yeah. Hey, are you okay? After that argument about Emmett last night...
I'm fine. Thank you for asking.
Yeah, well, this doesn't seem very fine to me.
So, how are the time circuits?
Still broken. I've got a few ideas, but I'm occupied with other problems today. So is that what I'm destined to build for the expo?
Yeah, it's a static accumulator. Emmett spent all night building it. Turned out he didn't really need to see Frankenstein after all. He just needed a little push. And some lightning.
Fascinating. I also had an epiphany last night.
Doc?
I realized that it wasn't Edna that made my life miserable.
Doc!
It was science.
No, you got it all wrong.
You can't give up science. You love science.
Correction. My younger self loves science. But if Emmett doesn't go through with a demonstration at the expo, his dreams of being a scientist will dim just enough for Edna to step back into his life and steer him down another path.
But then Marty's timeline will never be fully repaired. Oh my god. Maybe now you want to let go of that accumulator?
You can't want Emmett back with Edna. She used you to turn Hill Valley into a police state.
She used my science to turn Hill Valley into a police state. But if I don't become a scientist, she'll never get the chance to vent her crazier ambitions.
You still got this all wrong.
Even if you screw up Emmett's chances at the expo, there's no way he'll give up science now. He's too committed.
You don't know me like I do. After he fails at the expo, he'll be in need of comfort. And Edna's already arranged a romantic little trip up to the lake.
Doc, I'm begging you. You haven't thought this through.
Haven't I? I guess we'll both find out. One thing's for sure. Emmett Brown's life will be a whole lot less complicated without a time machine in it.
No! What the hell?
Jesus, what was that?
Where'd it go?
Where did Doc go? It looks like he just disappeared. There you are.
Oh, come on.
Oh my god, Emmett did not say that this being is alive!
Here, little static thingy.
Also, I'm pretty sure it didn't used to glow that brightly in the original edition. Man, that thing is persistent. Come here, you.
Gotcha.
Ooh, looks like it took Marty for a ride. Hope he didn't get hurt.
The future is coming today. There's a shiny new tomorrow on the way. A day of invention is at hand. It's a mystic, futuristic wonderland. Just around the bend, my friend, you'll see a dream or two. If you care to dream and dare to dream, your dreams can all come true. There's a world of wondrous wonder on display, because the future is coming today.
Not bad, eh? Not bad at all, but I thought you fired her.
I found a loophole.
What kind of loophole?
Just a loophole. You're not the only one who's allowed to have secrets, you know.
Alright.
Say, don't you have to get that whatchamacallit to Emmett Brown's booth?
Huh? Oh, yeah, right.
Because the future is coming. It's almost here now. The future is coming. It's getting clear now. The future is coming today.
Nice one, Trixie. Let's have a chat with Harper real quick.
Hey, Artie.
What do you think? Quite a setup, huh?
The expo? Sure, but I was wondering.
Yeah, this whole setup is very far advanced for 30 standards, I'd say.
You haven't seen Emmett Brown, have you?
Isn't he at his booth? It's the tall one over there.
He better be over there. Although you already saw Edna and Detective Parker there, so this can't be good.
Come on, you can tell me. How did you manage to get Trixie her job back? I thought her being Canadian was a deal breaker.
If something's really important to you, you find a way. You ought to know that.
Yeah, okay, good point.
See you around.
That was all he had to say. And wait a minute, is this angry guy selling the algae cakes?
How about an algae cake?
Sure thing, mister.
Wait a minute. You're the guy that makes the algae cakes? But I thought you couldn't stand them.
Hey, you're the guy that tried to pick up on my Eunice.
Ah, for the love of...
No algae cakes for you, Buster.
Fine, screw you two. And he actually recognized Marty without his mustache and hat. Oh, and then what do we have here? I think you may get a trophy for interacting with this enough times, and Marty may do different animations each time. Okay, he does nothing but wave. Anything else? Hello there, madam. No trophy yet. I think there may be an animation where... Whoa! Huh, okay. Being all silly, eh, Marty? But I think he may have an animation where he does the moonwalk. I don't know for sure, though. Ooh, playing air guitar, eh? Rock on, air guitar player. What else? Now what's Marty doing? He's just making a fool out of himself now. The heck? What was that all about? Yeah, he's just flat out making a fool out of himself by messing with this thing. But I'm still pretty sure you get a trophy for doing this enough times. Oh, aha, he does do the moonwalk. And I think that may be where I get a trophy. Oh god, really, Cue Ball? He really just tried to moonwalk himself right there. Ah, there's the trophy. Yup, Moonwalker, how appropriate.
I think that's supposed to be a clock.
It looks nothing like a clock. What are you talking about? Now, who's this guy in the diver outfit? Come on, select him.
Excuse me, Mr.
Duto, Jacques Duto, at your service.
Jacques Cousteau? No way, that's not really you. Right?
Jacques Cousteau, famous diver. So you're some kind of celebrity?
I do not like to brag, but I have a small following, yes.
I can barely hear what he's saying. But, so, he's offering a ride.
Could I get a ride in that bathysphere?
Certainement, if you got a ticket.
Oh, a ticket, eh? Then I'm just gonna have to get some.
See you around.
But first, I need to have a chat with those two.
And here he comes, right on cue. No doubt he'll try to talk you out of it, Detective, but you mustn't let your resolution waver.
Hello, Callahan.
Edna, I know you're up to no good right now.
What's she doing here?
Well, Miss Strickland here seems to think,
You should step aside and let the officer do his duty. Now.
Aw, man.
Wait a minute, that's Emmett's levitator up there.
Oh, don't be so modest. I'd say you deserve at least half the credit. It was you who tricked poor Emmett into breaking up with me. It was you who manipulated him into dropping my project in favor of this clear hazard to public safety.
Yeah, well, this hazard to public safety is what's gonna put him on the proper path. What should I choose here?
So what? What's your point?
Oh, I think you know exactly what my point is. Emmett's invention isn't going to work, is it? At least not the way poor Emmett thinks it is.
how do you know this?
I had a very interesting chat with Carl Sagan last night. I found out who Harry Callahan really is, and where he comes from.
Is there something you want to tell me, Harry?
Why don't you call him by his real name? Yakov Smirnov.
Thanks a lot, Doc.
An anarchist! A foreign agitator bent on sowing chaos and destruction in the Hill Valley Expo!
Annie, you don't believe any of this bullshit, do you?
Sorry, Yakov, but I really don't have a choice.
Very good. And now, arrest this subversive.
Come here. Look, here's the thing. I happen to believe this dame's got a screw loose, but she's been getting some clout in town ever since that business with Kid Tannen.
But Emmett's gotta fly that electrokinetic levitator at this demo. His whole future depends on it.
And my future depends on making sure he doesn't. The chief reads her column religiously. Well, if I don't do what she says, she's gonna start a campaign to have certain tainted officers removed from the force.
Isn't there anything I can do?
Not unless you've got some dirt on Edna. Something that'll discredit her in the eyes of the law. Well?
I'll dig something up.
You do that. In the meantime, you and young Mr. Brown better, where is he anyway?
Wait, you haven't seen him?
Emmett? Has this foreign radical done something to my Emmett?
Maybe you should find him.
Oh, you're letting him go? This radical subversive? Just like that?
Okay, so I gotta find Emmett. And do something about Edna.
You should also find Doc, because he's trying to ruin everything right now. But let's see what Trixie has to say.
Hi, Trixie.
That's techne to you, kiddo.
Right. Congratulations on getting the old job back.
Thanks. Justice triumphs in the end, you know? Now what can I do you for?
Okay. You know where Emmett is?
You seen Emmett around? I'm kinda worried that he's not at his booth.
Let me think. Yeah. He wandered down that way a little while ago. He was talking real intense with another guy.
Older guy? Looked a lot like Emmett in the face?
Yeah. Uncle or something?
Or something.
More like his, elderly self. Look,
Emmett's demonstration has hit a snag or two. Can you delay his act for a while? Let someone else go before him?
Sorry, I don't set the roster, and they won't let me change it. I can drag my feet a little, but if your friend's not ready to go on pretty soon, we might have to skip his act. I mean, demonstration.
But you can't.
Hey, it's just a science demo. It ain't a matter of life and death.
but it is a matter of a good future. Plus, I fail to see how anybody can go before Emmett when he clearly goes last.
So, which exhibits do you recommend?
The most popular attractions are the Glass House, the Future Furnishings, and of course, Enlightenment Under the Sea. You know who that is under the diving helmet? That's Jacques Duteau himself. Of course, you need to get tickets if you want to see the main attractions.
Oh, I already met Duteau. So, are you selling tickets?
How much are tickets?
Aw, put your money away. Here, you're kinda like family now, you know?
Thanks.
How very nice of her. I doubt Marty would have had any 30-style money on him anyway.
Already told me how you managed to get your old job back.
He did? But it was supposed to be a secret.
There's no secrets between us. He couldn't resist telling such a good story.
Yeah?
Still, I'd like to hear it again, from your point of view.
He didn't tell you anything.
Yeah, nice try there, Marty. I doubt she's really gonna spill it, but...
Edna Strickland is trying to get Emmett's booth shut down.
That dame don't know how to mind her own business, does she?
She's not a dame, she's a total witch. And too bad water's not gonna make her melt.
What time is Emmett supposed to go on?
Let's see, 8 kilobeats past 50. We're on metric time here at the Hill Valley Expo.
Okay, well...
Thanks.
Happy to help.
What do we have over here? The future of law enforcement. Let's take a look at this.
Are you ready for a picture radio? Wonder if that's anything like MTV.
I doubt it. Wonder if that's what televisions were like back in the early 30s.
A potted plant? What's this got to do with law enforcement?
A potted plant? What's this got to do with law enforcement?
It's a bug.
No, a plant, but it's got a wire recorder hidden inside, see? If we could have got one of these into Tannen's speakeasy, and if he's the kind of guy who talks to plants, we could have busted him a lot earlier.
Oh, I bet. What is this futuristic weapon?
Oh.
The electro pacifier.
Amazing, isn't it? They say one day we'll be able to stun fleeing criminals by shocking them at a distance.
Does it work?
Nah, it's just a model.
Of course it is.
The amazing inebriomatic.
Well, from what the boys in the lab tell me, someday we'll be able to tell whether people have been drinking just by breathing into a machine like this. Try it out.
I don't think so.
Thank you anyway, Danny. But he does have some pretty interesting things over at his booth.
Well, can you please leave me alone to do my job?
In a minute, I'm not quite through yet.
Oh my god, look at one of the models.
Greetings,
This blue
forward
robotic thing, it
thinkers
was
of
just,
Hill Valley.
the graphics were messing up right there. Well, it's not happening again, but hey, now that I have tickets, I can go for a ride in that bathysphere. Oh, hold on. Better get these out.
Here's my ticket. Give me a ride in that thing.
Thank you, Monsieur. I hope you will find your trip to the bottom of the sea best in life.
Much obliged, Duteau. This ought to be interesting. I myself enjoy underwater environments. You don't see anything interesting, though. Marty is just in there for a second or two and then goes out. That was lame.
Well,
Heavy.
Monsieur has a way with words.
Well, good day to you. I wonder what's inside this house of glass. Or, no, house of the future.
Welcome to the world of tomorrow, where a man's home is truly his castle. Here, gratification is just always a push of a button away.
Say, there's a pot plant here that looks just like the plant recorder.
Nah,
Oh, God. I always forget about that.
this plant doesn't belong here. There's nothing futuristic about it.
But you are gonna need to use that for something. But for now, I'm gonna mess around with this console. It doesn't say what these buttons do, but...
In the mood for fun? The House of the Future comes equipped with a modern home entertainment center.
Chinese checkers and everything.
Yeah, I guess so. What about this green button? Yeah, that's right, select it.
In the House of the Future, phone conversations will be completed
What the?
in the privacy of the personal phone helmet.
Hey!
Please recite the phone number you wish to dial, or say hang up to terminate your phone helmet experience.
Oh, that reminds me, I forgot to show off that phone booth that I came across.
What?
That is not a recognized option. Please recite the phone number you wish to dial, or say hang up to terminate your phone helmet experience.
Okay, let's call Emmett's place, I guess.
Klondike 4385.
Brown residence.
Hey, Hampton. How's it hanging? This is Marty, Emmett's friend. Is he there?
Not at the moment. I'm afraid he's off on one of his little adventures.
Thanks. Bye.
Farewell.
Conversation terminated.
That was...
Greetings again, mortals! This is Techni, Muse of Progress. Hoping you're all having a swell time taking in all the exhibits. Don't forget, you can purchase tickets to our main attractions right here at the information booth.
Well, still, that phone was pretty interesting. You know, the phone helmet. Now, what about the red button?
In the House of the Future, fresh fruit baskets will be replenished daily by fleets of fruit-bearing helicopters.
Ah, it's wax.
So those are bananas and... what are those, tomatoes? Bananas and tomatoes? That's an odd combo. But I'm gonna have to come back here. Right now, I gotta show that phone booth that I forgot about. You need to interact with it to get its phone number. That way you can call it with the phone helmet.
Welcome to the phone booth of the future, made with Atlas glass. Atlas, unbreakable and soundproof. Our phone is hands-free, so you can enjoy a sandwich or a cigarette while chatting with friends in perfect privacy. Would you like to place a call?
Yes, I'd like to talk to...
Unfortunately, this phone booth only accepts incoming calls.
Nah, bummer. And there Marty gets the phone number.
Hiya, folks!
Now, I need to make a little swap. Replacing the regular pod plant with the recording device. Nothing to see here.
Bye.
Marty didn't take anything, really.
Hiya, folks!
Oh yeah, and aside from the House of the Future, there's also the House of Glass. Let's take a look at this. What is Marty gonna find in here?
No one in here.
Marty, you didn't even bother to explore it. Well, he will officially explore the Glass of House later. And I gotta say, there's no way any of this, like this, everything you see at the expo, there's no way there existed any of this in the 30s in real life. Am I right? Well,
Nah, once was enough for me.
oh god. I still gotta focus on finding Emmett. Let's see if Duteau knows where he is.
Mr. Duteau?
Oui?
I'm looking for a friend of mine, Emmett Brown. Tall young guy, reddish brown hair.
A distracted look.
That's him. Any idea where he went?
He just passed by here with an older gentleman. I think they were headed into the House of Glass.
Great, thanks.
Seriously? Marty was just there.
Mr. Duteau?
Oui?
Now hold on. Oh, I didn't notice this dialogue choice.
I guess people are always bugging you for autographs, huh? Asking you to tell them stories about your adventures and stuff.
It gets a bit old, but I can always retreat to the depths. The fish are much less, demanding.
Again, I can barely hear what he's saying.
See you around.
Okay, so now there's gotta be somebody in the House of Glass. There they are.
Hey, Emmett, come out of there. Don't listen to him. Perfect.
Oh, great. Doc's interacting with his younger self after Marty told him not to. I gotta get in there and find him. Good thing Marty has infinite tickets. Hold on, Emmett, I'm coming. Doc is so gonna ruin everything.
Welcome to the Atlas House of Glass, the future of domestic life.
Okay, Emmett, let's get you out of here. Emmett! Emmett, don't listen to him. He's crazy.
I'm still not sure about this business proposal, Mr. Sagan.
Let me explain it again.
Atlas Glass, unbreakable and soundproof.
Soundproof glass. Great.
Our
Well, as long as,
space can be configured to meet the needs of any family. Need a private study? Simply slide the walls in, or slide them out again to create a spacious banquet hall.
Okay, I was saying, as long as Emmett doesn't recognize Doc, like he
I
doesn't
don't think
figure out
so.
that he's his older self, then hopefully no paradox will occur. But you gotta keep sliding these doors and create a path to not really reach Emmett, but find out what Doc's up to. Okay, let's slide this back. And I think this one might be blocked. Yes, it is. Let's hope this here will unblock it. The green door, of course. Okay, no it
Something's
didn't.
blocking it.
Well, it's gotta be a door from the upper floor. Come on, Marty, move faster. Oh, it must be this yellow door. This other door is green, so that's gotta be the one. Good. Oh, there they are. Doc, what are you doing? Is that chloroform? Oh my god. He really just did that. Doc knocked himself out. What a savage. Oh, not again. Now I gotta unblock that blue door.
I can't force my way up.
What? I never seen this before. Oh, no, wait, don't close that. Close this. Maybe I gotta slide the red door again? I can't really tell what's blocking the blue door. Ah, there. This is gonna be the way out.
Emmett? Where did you take him now, Doc?
Did you all just see
Next up on
Duto?
our roster, a man who saw the possibilities in pond scum. Welcome, Ernest Philpott.
Thanks, Trixie.
I was saying, did you all see Duto just pop out from behind that table all of a sudden? Oh, and hey, while that Philpott guy's up there, I can steal a box of algae cakes.
I don't even like algae cakes, but free samples are free samples.
You can only get the algae cakes while Philpott is up on stage, otherwise you'll never get them. But anyway, Duto, have you seen Emmett and the older guy again?
Excuse me, sir. I'm looking for a tall, thin, older gentleman. He might have been with a tall, thin, younger gentleman.
Just who you talking about?
Just
Hey, just let. About a minute ago.
J,
You
along with
hurry.
enough protein
You
to
might
choke a
catch
horse.
that.
Till now, people haven't been
Holy crap, that is not Duto's voice. That's gotta be Doc.
Take off your helmet.
I prefer to leave it off.
Sweetened
The
with
inland
corn
air is
syrup
different
and
from
held
my
together in
side.
solid lumps through the
Doc, I know it's you. We both do.
I know you're in there, Doc.
That is chewy
Ah.
to the mouth and bursting with delightful fresh flavor. I invite each and every one of you to come by
Quit fooling
my
around, Doc. What have you done with
Stop!
Emmett?
13 here in the main
I'm
hall
being
and
attacked!
sample an algae
Harry!
cake on
What are you
behalf.
doing? You can't assault the exhibitors!
You don't understand. He's kidnapped Emmett.
The boy's obviously confusing.
I'll say he is.
You want I should toss him out on his ear?
That won't be necessary. Do you know who that is? That's Jacques Duto of the Oceanic Institute.
No, it's not. It's...
Please keep it down. The Expo went through a lot of trouble and expense to secure Professor Duto. We can't afford to antagonize him. But if you've got a complaint against him, we can straighten it out after the show. But if you make another scene like that, I'm afraid I'm gonna have you expelled from the hall.
Okay, well, now that that's out of the way,
Professor Duto, huh?
At your service.
and what have you done to the real guy?
What have you done with the real Professor Duto?
I'm not sure I like insinuations.
I'm not sure I like you kidnapping Emmett.
Perhaps I should call the authorities and have you removed from the hall.
You're a cold-blooded guy, Duto.
C'est la vie.
I hate this alternate Doc. I really do.
Where'd you stash Emmett? In the diving bell?
It's called a bathysphere.
Aha! So Emmett is in the bathysphere.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You liar!
I think I'm gonna take a closer look at that bathysphere.
Not without a ticket, I'm afraid, sir.
Hey! Is this guy trying to bum a free ride?
No.
See that you don't. Feels good to be on the right side of the law.
So it seems like Cue Ball's reborn.
Take a ride in a bathysphere. Your bathysphere. I'd like to see the inside of it.
Can't get in without a ticket, I'm afraid.
Fine, I'll give you one.
You're not gonna get away with this, you know.
As they say in my country, que sera, sera.
Thank you, Ernest. Do be sure to drop by his booth and sample an algae cake. I have, and it was very interesting. I will be back later to highlight another of our fine exhibitors. See you soon.
Aw man, Marty has to hurry. Emmett's supposed to go on soon. Okay, time to go for another ride in the bathysphere, even though I'm pretty sure that's... or Emmett is in there.
Here's my ticket. I want to see inside that bathysphere.
I don't think so.
What do you mean? I've got a ticket. You have to honor my ticket.
It's the wrong kind of ticket. Sorry.
Oh, give me a break.
Oh, for the love of Porygon. Let's see if Arthur can help.
Miracle for...
Hey, Artie. That's Carl Sagan in the deep-sea diving suit, and he's holding Emmett captive in the bathysphere.
You're making a pretty serious allegation, mister. I'll have to look into it. Right after the show.
My god, Doc is really gonna fool everyone.
This ticket should get me into any exhibit on the floor, right?
Sure, that's a P ticket.
Well, the guy at the aquarium is refusing to honor it.
There must be some mistake. Come on, let's straighten this out. Professor Dutot, this young man claims you refused to take his ticket.
Not at all. I am only too happy to take his ticket. Please, climb the ladder, and I will raise the bathysphere.
Yeah, that's more like it.
Mon Dieu! What is the matter? The gears, they must have become stuck. I am afraid I cannot raise the bathysphere at this moment.
What a shame.
Yes, it is. Well, I will work on the problem. Perhaps if you come back later.
Can't raise the bathysphere, eh?
Please.
Oh god, look at the turnstile. Once again, the graphics are messing up here. Oh, and you never do find out what happened to the real Dutot, by the way.
The next exhibitor on our list is Officer Danny Parker of the Hill Valley Police Force. Officer Parker is going to demonstrate a few of the many marvelous tools that our boys in blue will soon have at their disposal. The criminal element has truly met his match today. Officer Parker? It seems our next exhibitor is unavoidably detained, but I'm sure his presentation would have been both enlightening and exciting. How about a round of applause just for the heck of it?
Seriously? How is Parker detained? He's just conversating with Edna. But anyway...
Step back! You're tripping the hose!
What does it matter if there's nobody in the bathysphere?
It's very bad form.
Oh, sorry.
This is rather senseless because... Well, Marty's trying to suffocate Emmett, which is... Let me pause real quick. Marty's suffocating Emmett while he's in the bathysphere, and it's suffocating Doc at the same time. And that makes no sense, because Doc knocked out Emmett with chloroform, I guess, but he didn't get knocked out at the same time. What's up with that?
Hey!
And you are supposed to stay stepping on that hose until Doc finally brings the bathysphere up.
You ready to drop the act now, Jacques Dutot, aka Carl Sagan, aka...
No!
Fine, then I'll stay here and keep suffocating you both.
Emmett gets no air until you raise the bathysphere.
Emmett? Who?
Emmett, you! I'm just gonna keep holding this air tube closed until you raise the bathysphere.
I wish you would.
Why not? There's nobody in the bathysphere, right?
You're lost, phony.
You know what happens when the air runs out, to both of you.
Step off the hose!
No.
Raise the bathysphere, Doc.
The graphics on the turnstile are still glitching.
I command you uncrimp that hose!
No, I don't think I ever will.
I think it was you who was running out of air, not the guy in the bathysphere.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's as if you two were connected somehow.
Yes, despite the fact that he didn't get knocked out, but he knocked out Emmett.
Step off!
It's still senseless.
Hose!
Raise the bathysphere, Doc.
Now!
I won't do it!
Then neither will I.
In that case, feel free to completely run out of air. Oh, you finally give in?
Superlords, the gears, they have become unstuck.
There, see? It was just a malfunction after all.
No, it wasn't. Doc has finally been busted.
Let's get you out of there.
Emmett Brown? Then it was true.
The truth comes out.
Hey, you.
Hey, he just took that guy's wallet. I think he took his wallet.
Oh, remind me not to become an oceanographer. I guess I must have a touch of claustrophobia. Never should have gone in there.
Well, we've all got problems. Now, you'd better get back to your booth
Funny
before...
thing is, I don't even remember going in there. Last thing I recall, I was in the glass house talking to Carl Sagan. Did you know he's really a scientist?
I'd heard. What did he say to you?
Oh, he had some sort of spur-of-the-moment business proposition. It was all very rush. I never got the details. It would have meant leaving before the expo was over, so I told him... Say, where'd he go? Do you know?
Carl Sagan? He had to leave. One of his experiments blew up on him.
Oh, I know how that is. What's this?
Oh, yeah. Edna made Detective Parker shut down your booth. He says he can't go against her.
Oh, yeah?
Unless we dig up some dirt that'll discredit her in the eyes of the law. So that's what we'll do.
And I know exactly how to do that. So I saved Emmett, but now I still gotta bust Edna. I still gotta pick up the dirt like Parker said to. And here's how. Now that I have the recording device, you need to put that into the phone booth.
Okay, call me a snoop.
Believe me, Marty, you're being the good kind of snoop. Now, back to the House of the Future. Oh wait, hold on a sec. Let me check in on Emmett real quick.
Oh, hello, Smirnoff.
Actually, I'll talk to Edna first.
Hey, Emmett, mind if I talk to your ex for a minute?
Could you? The detective and I need to have a rational conversation about my invention.
Are you implying that I'm irrational?
Come on, Edna.
You're very irrational.
Why are you still involved in Emmett's life? I thought you broke up with him.
I did, but then your friend, Mr. Sagan, told me about your scheme to interfere with our romance. Not a very nice thing to do, Comrade Smirnoff.
Well, little do you realize he's doing this to restore his timeline.
Why'd you go and get Emmett's invention sealed up like that?
I had no choice. Once Mr. Sagan told me about your attempts to radicalize my poor Emmett, I knew I had to stop him from going through with your dangerous invention.
But it's his invention, and it's not dangerous. Okay, maybe it's a little dangerous, but only to him.
That's for the authorities to decide.
She doesn't seem to know yet that Carl Sagan got busted.
Have you seen Mr. Sagan around here anywhere?
No, and I wouldn't tell you if I had. He's more than a little scared of your anarchistic tendencies.
You ran him out of the expo anyway, so there's no need to worry about Doc.
Did you see? Trixie Trotter got her old job back.
Oh, I know! I tried to have it out with Arthur McFly, but he refuses to explain himself. Apparently, he discovered some sort of loophole that allows that Canadian to retain her position. Well, the Ladies' Decency Society shall hear about this. Make no mistake.
Well, I'm glad that Arthur found that loophole. I was hoping he would.
Why is Parker so willing to do your bidding?
Well, the good detective knows that he owes his current rise through the ranks to my reporting on his behalf.
Oh.
He also knows that I could just as easily pen an exposé about his previous nights of drunken debauchery and evidence tampering.
You're blackmailing him?
Reporters don't blackmail, Mr. Smirnoff. We look out for the public interest.
You are such a witch, Strickland. I tell you. And I do wish that water would make you melt.
I know your deep, dark secret.
Secret? What secret?
None of these are really gonna do anything, but let's go with this.
You're ruthless, manipulative, and power-hungry.
In the service of a higher cause, one sometimes has to stoop to low tactics. But I'm sure you already know that, Comrade Yakov.
Well, Marty was right anyway.
You don't really think Emmett's gonna want you back after you crushed his heart and tried to stop his demonstration at the expo, do you?
Not at first, no. But eventually he'll realize I've got his best interests at heart, and he'll come running back to me like one of those dogs he loves so much.
You hate dogs.
Yes, ironic, isn't it?
He'll never go crawling back to you, and I'm gonna make sure of it.
Any chance you could talk Parker into letting Emmett go ahead with his demonstration?
None whatsoever. And as long as I'm here, that contraption of yours is grounded.
I'm gonna make sure you get grounded permanently.
I haven't got time for this.
That's funny. Soon Emmett and I will have all the time in the world.
Yeah, right. Now let's talk with Emmett.
Oh.
Do you know what she made him do?
Yeah, come here. Listen, if Carl Sagan shows up again, you're not gonna let him lead you away, are you?
Are you kidding? My sole concern now is to get back up to my electrokinetic levitator.
Good man.
Yes, you made the right choice.
Assuming we get Parker to open your booth back up before they call your name, is the levitator ready to go?
All except the power source. You did bring the static accumulator, didn't you?
Yeah, I've got it. You want it now?
No. Wait till we get back to the booth.
Alright.
Edna made Parker close your booth down.
I know that.
So he'll only open it up again if we could find a way to discredit her. Do you know anything that'll ruin Edna's standing in town?
Yes, I do. She is a rotten kisser!
Oh! That wasn't what I had in mind.
Yeah, that's not really good enough.
Edna never confessed anything to you, did she?
Like what?
Something incriminating. Like, for instance, her being the speakeasy arsonist.
Edna, the speakeasy arsonist? Then again, why not?
But she never said anything about it to you?
No.
Well, why would she?
I gotta run. Did you talk some sense into those two?
Oh, a Sisyphean task if ever there was one.
Okay, back to getting the dirt. Now let's go back to the House of the Future. So that way I can use that phone helmet again.
Welcome to the world of tomorrow, where a man's home is truly his castle. Here, gratification
Okay, we already heard all this.
push of a button away.
Come on, bring up that... Oh wait, I haven't interacted with this yet.
A fully equipped home entertainment center. So, where's the ColecoVision?
That hasn't been invented yet, Marty. Not until the 80s. But now...
In the House of the Future, phone conversations will be completed in the privacy of the personal phone helmet.
Please recite the phone number you wish to dial, or say hang up to terminate your phone helmet experience.
Now, let's call that phone booth.
Klondike 4253.
Hill Valley Expo, where the future is coming today. This is Techni News of Progress. To whom am I speaking?
You're supposed to pick Carl Sagan, but let me choose the other choices first.
Hey, Trixie. It's me, Harry.
Oh, hi. What can I do for you?
Oh, nothing. I was just checking out this snazzy phone.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Conversation terminated.
And let's call the phone again.
In the House of the
And you do have to sit for this dialogue every time, unfortunately.
privacy of the personal phone helmet.
And once again, you can't skip for this dialogue.
You wish to dial, or say
There's
hang
gotta
up
be
to
another reason
terminate
why
your phone helmet
people would prefer the
experience.
original edition over this.
Klondike 4253.
Hill Valley Expo, Techni speaking. Who's this?
It's Kid.
It's Kid Tannen. I'm out of jail and I want you back, baby.
I don't know who you are or why you're doing that horrible impersonation of Kid, but that part of my life is over. I've gone legit.
Conversation terminated.
Good for you, Trixie.
Yep, she made the right choice.
In the House of the Future, phone conversations will be completed in the privacy of the personal phone helmet.
Please recite the phone number you wish to dial, or say
Come on,
hang
come on,
up
shut
to
up.
terminate your phone helmet experience.
Klondike 4253.
Jeez, always with the phones. Yeah?
It's just, some guy.
This is Anthony. I'm looking for a friend of mine, Mr. Closeoff.
Clothes off?
Yes, first name Oliver.
Oliver Clothes off? Listen, kid, I didn't just fall off the poutine truck. Who is this really?
Hang up.
Conversation terminated.
Well, that prank call clearly failed.
Jeez, always with the phones. Yeah?
Okay, time to finally go with Carl. Or Doc, technically.
This is Carl Sagan.
Ooh, the mysterious Mr. Sagan. What do you want?
Wow, Marty's doing a killer impersonation of Doc, I have to say.
Could you get Emmett for me?
Sure thing, Mr. Sagan. Emmett told me to tell you he's thought it over, and he thanks you for your job offer and all, but he'd rather stay in Hill Valley and do his own thing.
Conversation terminated.
Good for you, Emmett.
Yeah, that's right. Don't listen to that guy who knocked you out. Okay, let's make one more call, and... well, apparently Edna was the one you had to choose.
Always with the phones. Yeah?
It's Carl again.
It's me, Carl.
Oh, hi, Mr. Sagan. What can I do for you?
I'd like to talk to that witch.
Can you put Edna Strickland on the phone for me?
Sure thing, Mr. Sagan. Hey, Strickland! Somebody actually wants to talk to you.
Mr. Sagan? What happened? I thought you were distracting Emmett.
Was? Oh, yes, of course I was.
Then why is Emmett standing here, valiantly trying to convince Detective Parker that he should be allowed to go through with this ever so dangerous display of wrong-headed technology?
What can I say? I was outsmarted by that wily Yakov Smirnov.
Well, that puts a crimp in our plan.
Yes, our plan. About that plan.
Let's hope this phone helmet doesn't time out.
I'm a little unclear on the details of our plan.
Unclear? But it's your plan.
I mean, I'm worried that you're a little unclear on the details.
You were supposed to keep Emmett distracted, but it appears that you've been foiled by Mr. Smirnov.
What can I say? He's too smart for an old fogey like me.
So I see.
Boy, he's really falling for Marty's disguised voice.
Why are you saying all those terrible things about Emmett's friend?
Young comrade Smirnov? You were the one who told me about his vile deeds.
Yes. Well,
I seem to have momentarily lost track of Emmett. Do you have any idea where I might find him?
You lost him? You were supposed to keep him distracted.
Oh, I have been. He's just wandered off.
Well, go look for him. I've got my hands full with Parker.
seriously? You know full well where Emmett is. You were just talking with him. This is just weird.
Regarding, you know what?
You know what?
The little matter we were whispering about yesterday.
Oh, that! As a matter of fact, I'm glad you brought it up. I was thinking, wouldn't it be a good idea to pin it all on Yakov Smirnov?
Pin what on him exactly?
You know, it! Oh, I get it. You're still sore about going to jail. That was the dog's fault. If he hadn't come glumping up to me right after I started the fire, I could have gotten clean away, and I never would have had to divert suspicion to you.
No way!
She's the speakeasy arsonist.
Carl? Is somebody with you?
No, it's just you and me. You know, I don't think I ever asked you why you burned down all those speakeasies.
Why? Because no one else was doing anything about them. Every night they'd open up their doors serving illegal drinks and loose women, flaunting their depravity to the world, and the authorities did nothing. So I did what any right-thinking, rock-willed woman would do. I took action. Oh, and such a gorgeous action it was, too. The fires were so beautiful. The alcohol made them go up in such pretty blue flames. Where was I?
You were explaining why you burned down the speakeasies.
Yes. Did you find my answer to your liking?
It was very revealing. Hang up.
What?
Conversation terminated.
Jeez, Edna was always a loon. I hope that confession's good enough for Parker.
So, the truth comes out.
Hiya, folks. It's me, Techne, Muse of Progress, gracing you once again with my presence. And speaking of presents, what better gift could Hill Valley offer the world than this magnificent science and technology exhibit, eh, folks? If you haven't done so already, I urge each and every one of you to take a peek at Furnishings of the Future, right here in our main hall. Tickets are available from me, Techni, at our information desk.
So that's it. We all know now. Edna was the speakeasy arsonist all along. And little does she know, her confession was recorded. I now have the evidence.
No, I don't think I ever asked you why you burned down all those speakeasies.
I think a lot of people are going to be interested in that answer.
Edna completely hanged herself. Okay. It's time I successfully busted her.
Oh,
Hey, Danny.
do you mind, comrade? I'm busy trying to keep Emmett from letting you lead him into the biggest mistake of his life.
Mistake? My biggest mistake was...
This'll only take a minute.
Our plant recorder. It's not a good idea to steal police property, you know.
Listen.
You know, I don't think I ever asked you why you burned down all those speakeasies.
Why? Because no one else was doing anything about them.
Edna? You're the arsonist?
Detective Parker, surely you're not going to believe this crudely manufactured forgery of a recording.
I'm not sure what to believe, ma'am. But based on this crudely manufactured forgery, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to come down to the station to answer a few questions about your whereabouts on the night of the speakeasy fires.
Emmett?
You're on your own, darling.
Oh, very well. Heavens, what's that?
You know, one of these days I should really stop falling for that.
Not to sound callous, but does this mean I can demonstrate my invention?
Let's take that as a yes.
Greetings and salutations to all our honored guests. I am Techni, Muse of Progress, and it is my pleasant task once again to highlight one of the great minds who is hard at work building a better tomorrow.
I think that's me. I'm next on the roster.
But are you ready?
So I guess
No, I don't have a choice. Did you bring the static accumulator?
Oh, right. Here you go.
Great. Come on, let's get up
It
there.
has been hard at work dreaming up gizmos and banging them together in his garage. And who knows? One of this kid's gizmos just might take off and change the life of everybody in town. Could it be the very thing he's brought to share with us today? It wouldn't be the first time the world was changed by a kid barely out of
That ought to do it. Are the block bearings all in the raised position?
Block bearings, block bearings. Raised position. Check.
Then it looks like all systems are go.
She was only 19.
Wish me luck.
So hold your snickers.
Don't have to.
And to be proud. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Emmett Brown.
Objection, Your Honor! I hereby demand that the scientific demonstration of one Emmett Lathrop Brown be terminated and forfeit by reason of insanity. I declare him to be in contempt of me, his father. Where is he? Hand him over this instant!
So, that's Judge Brown. That's what he really looks like.
Maybe not.
Oh, God.
Emmett.
Don't give me away.
Seriously?
I thought you weren't scared of your father anymore.
When he's in a mood like this, I'd have to be suicidal not to be scared.
Oh, you're really gonna be a total wuss now.
Just jump in the levitator and go. What's he gonna do?
Shoot me down with an anti-aircraft gun?
There's no way he really owns something like that.
Come on, Emmett, you can't miss your big moment. You don't look very dignified crouching down there, you know.
Better undignified than dead.
Oh, come on, this is your chance to actually make peace with him, to officially do so.
Let me talk to him.
Oh, God. There's no telling how this is gonna go.
You don't think you can shelter him?
I already think that.
Come on, Mr. Judge, sir. You're kind of making a scene here.
Wrong. I am stopping my son from making a scene here.
Don't antagonize him.
Well, if you're not going to say anything...
So he is up there with you.
Thanks a lot.
Son, I order you to come down from there this second. You
Oh, boy.
dare to disobey a
He's not gonna be easy
order?
to deal with. Who do I talk to first?
Emmett.
I'm not talking to him. There's no point.
You're really not gonna give him a chance?
Just go deal with them. What have you got to lose?
That's what they said to Custer.
So, what's your plan?
I just stand here like this indefinitely. After a few centuries, the process of petrification will set in, and that'll be that.
Okay, that is a plan.
Of course he doesn't say that in English.
Maybe he'll give you a fair chance to explain yourself. He is a judge, after all.
Yes, a judge who's already passed sentence. He won't listen to me. He never has.
I'll be right back.
And now you gotta talk to the judge.
I want to speak to my son.
Emmett's not ready to talk to you directly.
I suppose you're his mouthpiece.
I guess so, yeah.
And seriously, this is Emmett's choice. If he wants to be a scientist instead of a lawyer, then just let him do it. Just deal with it.
Can't you two have it out later?
You mean after he's gone through with this ridiculous stunt?
Yeah?
No!
Of course he'd say that.
If I can say so, sir, the problem is you're coming on too strong. You intimidate him.
I don't intimidate him enough. That's the problem.
Oh, I'm pretty sure you intimidate him more than enough.
You can't talk him out of it. His mind is made up.
So, if talking won't work, there's always thrashing.
Oh no, you would never do that to your own son. What kind of father are you?
He says it's no use talking to you. You never listen?
That only shows how pig-headed he is. Of course I listen. If he can justify his craziness, I'll be only too happy to indulge it.
Stay right there.
I'm not going anywhere.
Just as long as you mean what you say, okay?
Emmett.
I'm not talking to him. There's no point.
Yes you are. That's the only way you two can settle this.
You heard him. He said he'll listen to you.
Well...
At least give it a shot.
Father?
Son?
You've never understood the first thing about me. All you want to do is step on me, squelch my natural instincts. You don't know what it's like to be young. You don't know what it's like to have dreams.
This is clearly not going well already.
Powerful, but they've got a life of their own. And it's all you can do to hang on for dear life while they gallop on where they must. This is America, Pop. And in America, a person doesn't have to do what his father did. Isn't that why you came to America? To live where there wouldn't be so many rules? Well, we talked. Are you happy?
Not really. That was not making peace.
Please, you gotta get out of Emmett's way.
I have yet to hear a compelling or even coherent reason why.
Oh man, this guy's too tough.
Look, Your Honor, you don't see it, but there's an awful lot riding on Emmett's demonstration.
All the more reason why I've got to put a stop to it. Look me in the eyes, young man. I expect you know my son pretty well by now. Do you seriously think his exhibition is going to be a success?
As a matter of fact, no, it's not supposed to be a success.
Maybe not. I mean, isn't Emmett entitled to make a few mistakes?
Emmett has exceeded his quota for one lifetime. It's my job as his father to see to it there are no more mistakes.
Oh, come on, everybody makes mistakes. Don't you understand that?
See, Your Honor, it's just that this demo is so important to Emmett.
A childish kerfuffle. He'll forget all about it in 2 weeks' time.
That's what I'm afraid of.
How are that guy's glasses staying on his face anyway?
Emmett's just...
stubborn, willful, single-minded, incorrigible, and obsessed.
Okay, but if you look at it from the right angle, those traits are kinda... good.
That may be your angle, Sonny, but I'm not so sure it's the right one. Make no mistake, those are traits that lead to trouble. He gets them from his mother.
Well, again, mistakes happen. We all make them.
Emmett's just trying to make a name for himself. Maybe things were different when you were a kid, but nowadays you gotta take chances.
What do you know about taking chances? Try moving to a strange country where you don't speak the language with only $2 to your name.
You?
You bet your socks, me! And I made out all right, too.
How'd your dad feel about it at the time?
Papa? He was fit to be tied. He called me a disobedient little...
Huh. It seems like he had a lot of problems with his father as well.
So your father didn't approve of you coming to America?
Well, Papa never really understood the younger generation. He came around a bit in the end, but by then it was too late to. Tell him I'll listen to him. I want to listen to him. If he wants to talk.
No, but I will try to convince him.
Emmett?
Here to play peacemaker again, Pollyanna?
Really now, just give him another chance.
I really think he means it this time.
He won't listen to me.
Oh, jeez.
Deep down, he's just worried about you hurting yourself.
No amount of physical pain could equal the pain he's already inflicted to my spirit.
Aw, man.
Okay, so he's got a strong personality.
Strong personality. Lord save us from strong fathers. Why couldn't I have been born to a nice, wimpy milquetoast?
Yeah, well, that's no picnic either. The important thing is, fathers can change.
Says you.
No, really, Marty's right. He can change. If you would just let him show you that he could.
He says you get your stubbornness from your mother.
Well, that's the limit. He's not satisfied with insulting me. He's got to drag my mother through the dirt, too. Mother isn't at all like me. She's gentle and sweet and endlessly patient. If anything, I'm more like... Oh, skip it.
No, really, keep talking.
You were starting to say that you're like...
Skip it.
Can it be that you and your dad?
No, next subject.
Emmett, stop being a dope. You've got your pride, okay, I get it. And so does he, but what's the harm in trying to make peace with the guy? He's your family, and family's important. Sometimes it's, well, even more important than we realize.
May I come up?
So, you think my new invention is a disaster waiting to happen?
Yes, I do. And I'm here to say, if any son of mine is going to make of himself a public disaster, I insist on being there to support him.
Pop! You're gonna change your tune once you see this baby go airborne. You see, the force field generated by the static accumulator... Marty, give Trixie the signal. We're ready for liftoff.
Oh, good. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for bearing with us through that unavoidable delay. And now the Hill Valley Expo is pleased as punch to present Mr. Emmett Brown and his electrokinetic levitator. The future is coming today.
Oh, crap. Ah, yeah. Way to go, Emmett. Wait, what's this? Oh no. What's Enda doing?
Hey, stop! Get back here!
Oh my god. She's driving the DeLorean.
You okay?
I thought I could change her. Things could be different.
Forget about it. Come on. We gotta find a way to stop her before...
No, don't come any closer.
Ah.
Go away! Move! Marty!
Road rage.
Oh my god! Doc! Say something.
Chromium, lithium, potassium, iridium, titanium, ruthenium.
I'll get help.
newspaper.
What? You mean...
That's the real Doc.
I'm gonna get you to a hospital, Doc. You're gonna be okay.
Yes. Oh, I think I am going to be okay, Marty.
No, come on, Doc. Doc, don't do this. Don't go.
Too late. He wasn't even the real Doc anyway.
Doc, come back.
I guarantee, Marty, he will come back.
Doc?
Marty, have you been out here the whole time?
Emmett, is it over already?
Oh, it's over all right. You missed a very wild party. I'm afraid I've been banned from the expo for the next 50 years. And if I were you, I wouldn't go back in either. At least not until all the broken glass is swept up.
Oh, God.
What was I thinking? Naturally, the ionic wind generated by an electromagnet of that size is play havoc with a merely mechanical steering mechanism. We need a much more advanced control system. I wonder if we could find a way to translate the body's own gravitational field into electrokinetic force. One might be able to direct the ionic current simply by shifting one's weight. Oh, great Scott, that's it!
Okay, well.
What about your father?
Oh, yes, I suppose I should wait for him to finish dealing with the officials. I can't say he was exactly thrilled with the unexpected turn my demonstration took. But you heard him in there. He understands that a life of science has its ups and downs. The way I see it, it's those little mistakes along the way that advance us along the pathway of knowledge. Come on, there's no time to lose. Let's get back to the lab and... I'm sorry, is something wrong?
No, not really.
No, nothing's wrong. I'm fine.
You don't sound fine.
Don't worry about it. It's got nothing to do with you. What?
You're a complete mystery to me, Marty. Where you come from, what you're doing here. But there's one thing I do know. Whatever it is, it does have something to do with me.
Please, Emmett, don't ask any...
What's this? Come on, let me see. I deserve an explanation.
Trust me, it's a bad idea.
You wouldn't understand.
Oh yeah? Try me.
If you insist.
What's that?
An explanation. But you've got to promise me. Don't look at it until you get the key to the city.
Huh?
Emmett!
Just promise.
Emmett, where are you, my son?
I'll be right there, Pop. Key to the city? I don't understand.
And you can't understand. Not for a long time. It would do irreparable damage to something. Just say you promise.
Okay, I promise. Wait, I will see you again, right?
Guarantee it.
Of course you do. Oh, look who's here. Come on, who's in there? The real Doc is back.
So, you were the same Marty. Funny how memory can play tricks on a person. I remembered you being much taller.
How was the ceremony?
Long. You've got a theatrical way of sending messages.
Only way I could do it without messing up your timeline.
Very clever. But what are you doing in 1931?
Well, to make sure you didn't marry the wrong woman, for one thing.
I came to stop you from marrying Edna.
Edna Strickland? I could never marry her. I mean, she was my first love, but after she broke my heart and tried to sabotage my career, I never saw her again. Never mind, it's better I don't know. Let's just get back to 1986. That is, unless your presence has caused any other time anomalies.
Me? Nah, no. Well, I'm still a little confused about mine.
Who's that?
Where is he? Where's that no good son of mine? He's not worthy of the McFly name. You see my Artie anywhere? Artie McFly? That's the one. Just got a call from Melvin at the city records office. He tells me the dad-blamed fool's gone and got himself hitched to a Canadian floozy. Can you believe it? Hitched? Married. I swear. That boy's gonna put his papa in the room.
Let me pause to mention real quick that guy who got out of the truck is Michael J. Fox's character. Well, one of his characters anyway. You finally get to see one of Michael's characters in the final episode. So yeah, good to know, right?
So that's how she got her job back. Ah, he's married the wrong grandma. I mean, Trixie's not my grandma. And if she's not my grandma, I'm not me. Wait, that was Great-Grandpa Willie. I met him when he was a baby. He peed on me. Holy crap, Doc, I'm gonna disappear again.
Calm down, Marty. You seem reasonably solid right now. Whatever the problem is, I'm sure we can undo it with the help of...
Car!
Oh, great.
How the hell did she get back here?
She?
You? You're not Edna. What's going on here? Is this some plot to put me in the nut house?
No, it's all very simple, Danny.
Oh, I'm sure it is. Tell me, did I or did I not just chase Edna Strickland off in this car?
Not this exact car, but a car just like it.
A car with a nasty habit of disappearing into thin air?
Well...
Wait, Edna Strickland just disappeared in the DeLorean?
If that's what you call it. It made a loud noise, and then wham! Nothing!
Great Scott!
Not in any way good.
Marty, do you have any notion what date she might have jumped to?
None at all, Doc. See, that DeLorean's time circuits are out of whack. They could jump to any date at all.
Oh, this is bad. This is very bad. Let's just hope she jumped into the future. The far future. If she's jumped into the past...
You think she might mess up the time stream? Wait a minute. This is Edna. Of course she would mess up the time stream.
Guys, you mind telling me what the hell you're...
Uh-oh.
Oh my god. What just happened?
Doc? Did we just leave Hill Valley?
No, I believe Hill Valley just left us.
How?
Something must have happened to it. A long time ago.
All because of Edna. What has she done?
Well, now you two look mighty lost. Hey, what on earth is that thing?
It's an experimental vehicle. Pay it no mind.
Look, maybe you can help us.
Well, Willie's back. And let's hope he can help.
Where exactly are we? We're a little lost. Furthest point of my rounds, that's where you are. About 25 miles outside of Hayesville. Take a wrong turn, did you?
In a manner of speaking.
Tell us.
What about your son and Trixie?
Did your son just marry a Canadian saloon singer named Trixie? Artie?
Pshaw, that boy ain't got nerve to ask a girl to the church social. You acquainted with him?
Only slightly.
Well, we're just passing through. We hope.
Tell us.
Okay, about Hill Valley.
We're looking for Hill Valley.
Well, which is it, a hill or a valley?
No, it's a town. It's a town called Hill Valley.
Hill Valley, a town? Say, I think I once heard that there was a town here a long time ago. Don't know much about it, though.
Just as I suspected.
Aw, man. This is gonna be harder than we thought.
Did someone make Hill Valley disappear?
Oh, heck, I don't know. That was all before I was born.
Then whatever it was must have happened at least 45 years ago.
Nobody much cares to settle around here nowadays. My dad tried to buy a farm in this area years ago, but he got run off by Scary Mary.
Scary Mary?
Well, that's what we all call her. Lives a couple miles from here. I make a monthly drop at her place. She's a fiend for news. Takes all the papers in the county, never throws one away. Say, if there's anybody who could tell you what happened to Hill Valley, it's her.
Can you direct us to her?
It's imperative that we talk to her.
Sorry, fellas, but I'm pretty sure she won't talk to you.
But we need to talk to her. We have to find out what happened to the town.
Could you help us with her?
The thing of it is, guys, Mary's older than dirt, but she's also a little tetched, if you catch my drift. She doesn't like strangers.
I'm sure we can handle her.
We'll be very polite. Please, we gotta see her.
Well, okay, if you insist. Take a right turn just after the bridge, then follow the wheel ruts till they come to an end. You'll have to go the last quarter mile on foot. Good luck, and don't say I didn't warn you. I got a notion I'll be kicking myself for sending you up there.
See you later, Michael J. Fox. Whoever this Scary Mary is, she must know what happened.
Can I drive?
Oh my god, seriously, Marty? This must be the place. Just a dinky little cabin.
Mary Pickford.
So that's the DeLorean. Signs everywhere, clearly. This Mary Pickford clearly doesn't seem to be very fond of visitors. What's the saloon sign doing here?
An old saloon sign. Cool. Too bad it's all burnt.
You need to use that anyway. Also, look at Marty's inventory. Somehow, he still has the recording device, the algae cakes, and the tickets. Shouldn't they have faded away along with the town? Because, really, they should have faded away along with Hill Valley. That makes no sense. Okay, this cactus clearly looks broken.
Doc, it's a...
What are you shushing me for?
Look!
Funny, though, that Doc keeps doing this whenever you interact with something. With certain things, anyway.
Look!
Will you at least talk to Marty right now?
What do you see?
This vehicle has sustained some serious damage.
Way to stay focused, Doc.
Well, clearly, this DeLorean is in terrible shape, and I doubt it'll ever run again. What's with this clay oven?
Look!
Okay, that just makes Doc just Marty too. What about this mop?
I'm guessing this mop doesn't get much use.
Oh, you broke it. But Marty could use that for something too.
Look!
Doc, quit shushing Marty. And what are all these things doing here?
Look!
Well anyway.
Look!
Seriously, I just want to look for the window. Let's just see if this Mary Pickford is home now. Uh-oh. That can't be good.
Step away from the cabin!
Pardon us for intruding, madam. We were wondering if you could tell us...
I don't talk to hooligans!
On a very friendly sort.
Doc, that was Edna.
Edna Strickland? Impossible.
This is how she was when I first met her. I had to...
Listen, just leave it to me.
Okay, you think you know how to handle her. Just remember, we need to know what happened to Hill Valley, and just as importantly, the precise time when it happened.
Yes, Doc, I got that. So Edna's clearly acting like how she did back in the original 1986. You know, like back in episode 1. Let's not fall for that tripwire again. Just knock on the door, okay, Marty?
Hey, Miss Strick.
Who are you?
It doesn't matter which name you pick here.
Harry Callahan.
That's a foolish name, and I make it a rule not to talk to strangers with foolish names.
But we're not strangers.
How do I know you?
She clearly doesn't remember Marty or Doc. But
I saved your life once, a long time ago, remember? Kid Tannen had you tied up.
Listen, Sonny, I'm an easygoing woman, but I got a few rules I live by. And rule number 1 is, I never, ever talk about the past! Or the future, neither. I don't talk about any day but today.
I guess that didn't go so well.
Of course she doesn't talk about the past, because there's something in her past she's trying to forget. But we're gonna pry it out of her. Go ahead, knock on the door again.
I will. We gotta get answers out of her. And get her to remember.
What?
It's me again, your old friend.
How do I know you?
If you won't talk about the past or the future, then,
We spent the day together.
We did? Where?
At the expo.
That's crazy. I've been here all... What day is it?
Tuesday, October 13th, 1931.
October 13th, 1931. October 13th. Something funny about that date. Well, what are you here for?
well, let's see, what should I choose first? You have to choose this, but I want to go with one of these first.
Listen, lady, you've got to tell us where Hill Valley went.
Hill Valley? You're standing in Hill Valley. Population 1.
Yeah, but there used to be a whole lot more people living in this town.
Look, I'm scheduled to be born in Hill Valley in about 35 years, and there better be a town waiting for me when I get there.
Might be there was a town once long ago, or might be it was in the future. How many times I gotta tell ya I don't talk about any time but today?
Well, too bad. You're gonna talk about any day but today, whether you like it or not.
You see that car over there? You stole that from Carl Sagan, and you time jumped into the past.
Me? Steal a car? You got a lot of nerve, Sonny. Everyone in town knows that Mary Pickford's the most law-abiding citizen that Hill Valley's ever had. And I don't give a fig about the past.
You liar. You're the speakeasy arsonist. I know who you are.
Come on, Miss Strickland.
Miss who?
Strickland. You're Edna Strickland.
Take a look at the mailbox, Sonny. Name's Pickford. Mary Pickford. And it has been for as long as I care to remember. And like I told you, I don't care to remember!
Quit shouting and stop making things difficult.
I brought something for you.
What is it? Let me see.
Oh, okay, I'll show you something. Like, here, I got a snack for you. Okay, select her.
I brought you these algae cakes.
Wait there.
And I think you get a trophy for giving her the algae cakes. There's no need to snatch.
Not bad. You got anything else for me?
Yes, I do, actually, and there's the trophy. Allow me to show you something even more interesting than algae cakes.
I brought you this.
I ain't interested in flowers.
Wait till you hear.
And I especially ain't interested in talking flowers. Put them away.
I'm pretty sure they were supposed to have faded away from existence anyway. Not to mention these tickets and the algae cakes. What happens if I show her the tickets?
I brought you these tickets to the expo.
What expo?
The expo you left when you swiped the DeLorean and jumped back in time.
Stop messing with my brain. I don't know nothing about time travel, and I never did. And what's more, I never talk about the past.
Ugh. I gotta find a way to pry the truth out of her. Well, mostly to make her remember. But anyway, what you're supposed to show her is... Well, actually, you just need to select Doc.
I brought you... him. Him. Ho him. Him ho. This is Doc Brown, the guy who built the car you stole.
Stole? I never steal. I'm a law-abiding citizen. Still, there is something familiar about those features. Sure I don't know you from somewhere?
Yes, you do.
Sure, you remember him. Carl Sagan, the guy you framed as the speakeasy arsonist.
Speakeasy? Arson? That's complete gibberish, Sonny. Whatever you're talking about's got nothing to do with me. I never involve myself in such criminal shenanigans. Still, his features remind me of someone.
Yes, believe me, they do.
Look hard. Don't tell me you don't recognize your own boyfriend.
My boyfriend?
Yeah, he's all grown up.
Come closer, fella.
Marty, what am I supposed to do?
Trust me, Doc. Just go with it.
It can't be. Emmett!
Yes, Edna. It's me.
It is. It's October 13th, 1931. Oh, and you are Emmett. Emmett. How did I get so turned around? Have I been dreaming? Well, stay there.
It's a classic case of repressed memory syndrome. Once the mental dam is broken, the subject is immediately plunged into the midst of the very scenes she's trying to forget.
Okay, we may be making progress now.
Darling, you've come back. Of course I knew you would. An intelligent boy like you wouldn't be one to throw away true love all because of a silly quarrel. I've already forgotten about last night's little tiff. I trust you've done the same?
Of course I have.
Of course I have. What?
Oh man, what did Doc used to call her?
Babyface.
Babyface.
That's not your pet name for me. Wait a minute. What's going on?
Oops, wrong name.
Sweet stuff.
Sweet stuff.
You've never called me that. Something's wrong here.
Oh yeah, that's right, he called her this.
Schnookums.
Schnookums.
You're sweet. But you're still keeping company with this Smirnoff character. I insist you drop him. He's a bad influence. And you've got to stop working on that dangerous electrokinetic... What's this?
Okay.
I suppose now you're miffed with me for forcing Detective Parker to close your booth down. Bitter medicine for you, I know, but I had to do it. And Parker had no choice but to obey my orders. He knows that my opinion carries a lot of weight in Hill Valley, and he'd never... Parker would never... Oh...
What is it?
I don't know. Something about Detective Parker. Something that happened to me on October 13th. What could it be?
Can you jog her memory? If we can keep her mind in the past, we may get the full story of Hill Valley's premature destruction.
Yep, let's hope so. But hold on, let me officially interact with this cactus now. You even get a trophy for interacting with it a few different times.
Help me out here, Danny.
Don't talk to him. I won't have you spreading stories about me.
Well, yeah, there's that. let me get Edna's hat first. You need to use that.
This hat doesn't frame her face very well.
And can I also officially interact with this outhouse? It looks dirty, does it?
Yeah, I can wait.
That's a yes. But what you need to do next is to show Edna the the recording plant. Have a good listen to this, Strickland.
You know, I don't think I ever asked you why you burned down all those speakeasies.
Why? Because no one else was doing anything about them.
No! Turn it off, you imbecile! If Parker hears that, he'll...
Too late.
Officer, I can explain. It was a trick. I was framed. Oh, he's after me!
My God.
Ha! He'll never catch me in this souped-up car of the future. Curses! I can't shake him. Well, no use in holding back now. Let's see what this baby can do. And here it comes!
Yes?
Here what comes?
I don't know. Something really unexpected is supposed to happen right about now, but I'm not sure what. Oh, come to think of it, how can I be expecting something unexpected? What's going on?
Quick, Marty. We've got to find a way to push the story along before she snaps out of her reverie.
Don't worry, Doc. I know exactly how to push the story along. You need to make it look like Edna's being transported into the past. But first, you know what? I feel like dressing up this cactus here. You put that mop piece on top of it, and let's give it a hat too.
Not bad.
Ha, it's a cactus with hair and a hat.
Can't you move a little faster, Danny?
He'll never catch me in this car. It's about to do something unbelievable.
Yep, it is. Oh yeah, and as for the saloon sign, what do you say we put this on the outhouse?
Talk about a watering hole.
How it's even attached to the door is beyond me, but what you need to do next is deliberately trigger the tripwire.
The lights! I'm being transported!
Where?
Back! Back! To the past!
What do you see?
Hill Valley! But it's all different. It's so small and primitive. Heavens! Can it be? It is!
Is what?
Grandfather! Big as life!
Marshal James Strickland came to Hill Valley in 1869, shot by...
I know, Doc. We met him in 1885. Remember?
No! I must be mistaken. Grandfather didn't look like that. That man is an imposter! I'm not even sure it is a man. This is all very confusing. Where am I? Why am I thinking about the past? Get off my lawn, you kids!
Better find a way to bring back Marshal Strickland quick. We've got to bring this story to a climax.
Oh, Grandfather, how well you look. How well everything looks.
How does everything look? Tell me.
It's a bit rustic, to be sure, but all the buildings are so sturdy and well kept. And the young people of Hill Valley, they're so virtuous and upright. So unlike the degenerate specimens from the 20th century. And I know the reason why.
Why?
They haven't yet fallen prey to the vices of booze and debauchery. They are still in a state of innocence. I think I could learn to like living here. But who's this?
Who?
This big, loud swaggering up the street. Lips curled in an insolent sneer. He's a newcomer to Hill Valley. Beauregard. Beauregard...
This dialogue choice is completely pointless because it's clearly the only choice you have.
Tannen.
Yes!
Good guess.
Look at him, acting like a big shot, throwing his money around. Stolen money, no doubt. Why can't they see through him? The two-bit phony! And now his plan becomes clear. He's bought a plot of land in town. He's going to put up a
what?
I don't know. It's something I don't like. Something evil. A saloon? In Hill Valley? Oh, he can't do that! Grandpa, you can't let him do it! You can't let that snake ruin paradise! Well, if they're all too blind to stop him, I'll just have to take the law into my own hands. I'll make sure this sinful establishment never opens its doors. I don't know what I'll do, but I'll do something. Something very conclusive.
Conclusive, eh? Okay, now, I mentioned already that you get a trophy for interacting with the cactus enough times. But,
Hey, she's your granddaughter. You do something.
something tells me I'm not gonna get that trophy because I just realized that, well, I put the hat and mop on it too soon, rather. Not to mention put the saloon sign on the outhouse too soon, because if I didn't do that already, I would have had a few other opportunities to interact with it, and Marty would have different dialogue each time. But I just missed those chances, so I'm not gonna get that trophy. Not that it really matters, though. But here's what you do next. Now you can interact with the clay oven. Marty just said, I wonder what's cooking. I'm pretty sure there's nothing appetizing in there. A torch comes out, or just a stick rather. And you either interact, or you select the outhouse or Edna, and everybody chooses the outhouse.
Young man, you've just given me an idea. First, we'll need some kerosene. Apply it liberally to the building site. No sense in being parsimonious. And now, watch. Isn't it beautiful? The devil's handiwork consumed by the fires of righteousness! Burn, you sucker! Burn!
She was never this passionate when we were dating.
Oh.
What is it, Edna? Is it the fire?
Turn away! Don't look!
It's not staying in the saloon, is it? It's spreading to the other buildings in Hill Valley.
My intentions were pure. It wasn't supposed to happen like this.
But it did happen like this, and you've been repressing it all these years because you can't stand to admit that you're
a hooligan. I'm a hooligan.
Darn right you are.
I ate on too thick.
Here's the story. Black and white and red all over.
Huh. Hill Valley destroyed by fire. Started approximately 2 a.m., July 17th, 1876.
Of course, I'm not the real criminal in this story, am I, Mr. Sagan? You set me up for a fall. You and Smirnoff. You made me steal your infernal car. You made me burn down Hill Valley. And now, by the powers invested in me by the town of Hill Valley, I hereby sentence you two criminals to... You! How much have you heard?
Enough for a month's worth of headlines and a Hayesville Herald. 2 months worth if you shoot those fellas.
I could shoot you too, you know.
But you won't, because that would be against the law. And you never break the law, right?
Of course she would.
This is your cue to skedaddle.
Right.
Much obliged.
Way to go, Willie. So now, it's off to the Wild West Marty and Doc go. And of course they did that before, back in the third movie.
There's Beauregard Tannen's half-finished saloon. Sometime during the next hour, Edna's going to light it on fire and accidentally burn down Hill Valley.
I wonder where her DeLorean is.
You'll find it later. Right now, we've got to stop that fire. I'll go around back, you go through the front.
Got it.
Oh, you can see Beauregard Tannen himself over there. Good thing he's asleep. Hey, is that the same saloon sign that Edna had?
I think I liked it better on the outhouse.
What?
I think I liked it better on the outhouse.
Oh, for a second I thought I had an item equipped again.
I'd better not get too close.
Okay, but wait a minute. Marty's already too close, and yet he's still asleep.
I'd better not get too close.
You're already too close, Marty, remember? Okay, which way do I go? Oh wait, the window. It's pretty dark over here. Quiet, Marty. He's got a gun. And there she is. That pyromaniac. She has no idea what she's doing.
Who's there?
Edna, stop. It's just me.
Mr. Sagan, what are you doing here?
I was gonna ask you the same question, Miss Pickford.
Isn't it obvious? I'm putting an end to your den of iniquity before it starts.
I don't think so, Mary. I don't like shooting women, but no one comes between Beauregard B. Tannen and his livelihood.
Tannen, stop! You shoot her, she'll drop the torch, and this whole place will burn up. Edna, stop! If you drop that torch, he'll shoot us.
Looks like we're at something of a standoff here, Mr. Tannen.
I don't see a way out, unless somebody manages to disarm both of you at the same time.
How the hell am I supposed to do that?
You'll find a way, Marty. Also, who is Beauregard Tannen anyway? I mean, he is definitely related to Buford Mad Dog Tannen. He could be maybe like a brother or a cousin maybe. There's no explanation, but let's get to stopping both of them.
Pickle juice. That ought to be handy for putting out torches. It's too heavy to lift.
All you did was touch it. You didn't try to pick it up.
I wonder what's in these. Oh, stop! Quiet! God.
What the hell? Oh, cow crap! There goes all my pickled pig's feet.
That was a close one, Marty. What's with the sandbag?
Man, this thing is not light.
This area is pretty dark. But you need to climb up here. There are more sandbags up here,
Why
including
are you so
this one
determined
that's
to
close to
meddle
the
in my affairs,
chandelier.
Woman?
It's right over his head, but I can't knock him out while Edna's still holding that torch.
Now you need to put these other sandbags onto the pallet. You gotta put all three of them on to weigh down the pallet. And after that, you put the other sandbag, the one that was even heavier, onto it. The one that Marty said wasn't light. But let's get all three of these on. Then you use the pallet to go down.
Going down.
Looks like your torch is getting a little dim there, Miss Pickford.
It's still hot enough to bring down this little bit of Gomorrah, Tannen.
I think you can already tell you had to interact with those barrels first. But now let's get this sandbag on so the pallet will stay in place.
Alright, physics.
Now I think you need to pull on the
Don't
rope
tell
next.
me that you're...
Yep, that was it.
What was that noise?
What noise? I didn't hear a noise.
Also, does Edna not realize that Doc has his hair back? Because of course the last time she saw him, he was bald. And he was still Citizen Brown, but now you need to interact with the loose floorboard. That's gonna move the barrel even further. Just like that.
Okay, that was lucky.
Won't be long now.
We'll just see.
Now to go back up there and pull both the triggers, or just one trigger anyway. Let's officially stop that fire from happening.
Come on.
Got any last words?
I'll see you in hell, Tannen.
You first, lady.
Come on, you son of a...
Who the hell are you?
I'm the diversion, butthead.
Bam!
Nice one, Doc.
Don't tell Clara. She thinks fisticuffs set a bad example for the boys. Now, where's Edna?
Doc, she's gone. Edna's DeLorean.
Gotta stop her before she hits 80 miles per hour. Come on!
Yup, you better move fast. It's time for a car chase.
You're a smart woman with a strong moral compass. You just need to think your way out of it. Oh, Fudge!
Fudge is right.
What's she doing?
I think she's spouting her sometimes. Luckily, the road out the hill now is still very rough. It's on the fly. It's unlike she actually slowly many times.
How are we gonna stop her?
Good question. Can't risk it killing her or death to fear of walking the time line even further. Luckily, these diagnostic lights are ultimately selling all over. Boy, they'll give you a
What are these?
flux synchronization.
How do they work?
I generally use them for radio experiences. We might be able to use them to sync up with the alternators, diagnostic modules, estimating possible. Both sets of times units override the time and destination of the alternator. At least that's the theory.
That's a great plan, I think.
Best of all, we won't need to know the modules to just snap them on the diagnostic units.
Wait a minute, Doc. You want me to go out there? How the heck am I supposed to do that?
Question. Aha!
A hoverboard!
Save our lives a few times before, so we'll see if I can get roped into it when we're all for the job.
Sweet.
Okay, I know you people couldn't hear anything Marty and Doc were saying over the loud noises the DeLorean was making. I couldn't hear them either. Perhaps I should have kept the subtitles on, right? But anyway. Get hovering, Marty.
You okay?
It's just like riding a bike.
Jump!
Ready, Doc.
1, 2, 3, jump! Nice walk, buddy. Now the reception of the wireless.
Great. Where'd you get these?
First cache the 21st century video game console. Now remember, all you've got to do is attach the functioning modules to those diagnostic lights.
Will do, Doc.
Alright. Let's finally stop Edna once and for all. Gotta get the,
Is this the starboard flux emitter?
Yes, now plug in the fucking thing.
Okay. Let's get one of these attached.
All right.
Nicely done. Now aim the thing toward the receiving dish.
I'll try, but it's getting a little bumpy out here.
Just do your best, Marty. Gotta aim right at... Yeah, you can see the target. And keep on it the best you can. There. One down, 2 to go.
Great, that's one fucking down.
There's no way you're gonna shake Marty, Edna. What's with the Mr. Fusion?
Mr. Fusion, did I disable it?
Leave it alone. It's not a good idea to look at nuclear reactors.
Okay, gotta move along the car now. Gotta go around to the other side. But trying to get past the rear view mirror on this side's not gonna be easy. Yeah, all because Edna can see you through it. But I think I need to go back to the other side and get right in front of the car. Well, of course it is. That's right, go around the front. Something should happen once I get right in the front. Holy crap, she's flooring it! Oh crap, incoming! Oh god. Okay, there goes the rear view mirror, but now the Mr. Fusion's tipped over, and you can't go past it unless you get it back up.
It's like crossing through normal flames.
You need to go back to the front bumper and detach the windshield wiper.
I'd rather not touch it now that it's synced.
Okay, but that's right, choose this. Boy, it's the paddy wagon part in episode 1 all over again. You use the windshield wiper on the Mr. Fusion. Now you can go back around.
Not sure what that...
Oh god. Again with this. Also, I prefer the DeLorean's back license plate being out of time rather than that plain orange one.
Made it. She's been making it easy up till now? Is that the word flux emitter?
Alright, so let me do it already.
Here goes nothing, Doc. Whoa. Receiving dish, check.
Come on, just do it.
Put a flux override here.
Let's sync up the second one, and then get to the third emitter on the top of the car. Got it. Never. You will not mess around with time anymore. You're the real hooligan, and I think we need to talk to her. I just gotta get in the right spot.
Not touch it now that it's synced.
Okay, but that's it.
Edna, what? Let me in.
You want in? Fine.
That's right.
Marty, are you alright?
Not really.
You gotta get her to open the other door now.
I can't reach it while the window's shut.
Okay, talk to her again.
What?
Pull over.
No!
Just open the door.
You're in a lot of danger.
So are you!
Oh, wait. Now I can open it.
Excellent, Marty. Now that you've come,
Great, Doc.
Well, it's a good thing Marty didn't lose the hoverboard. Let's get this last one in place.
nicely done. Now, aim the thing toward the receiving dish.
And this time, well, you gotta do this upside down. Come on, sync up. We're almost done here. Ah, yes.
That's it. Get out of there, Marty. Now we take control of that
end of the road, you hooligan! Ooh. Oh god. Well, at least she didn't get killed from that.
Parker? Then I must be back in... Would you be kind enough to tell me what day it is?
It's the day I place you under arrest for arson, resisting arrest.
Okay. You're not supposed to be able to hear this wind sound effect anymore. It's another audio error.
And being a general all-round pain in the ass.
No! You can't arrest me. Not now. I just got back from the last century.
Would you look at that? Edna Strickland, drunk as a skunk.
I'm not drunk, you reprobate. I'm a time traveler.
Sure you are.
Oh, I'm loving this.
I'll bring it to you. Come with me. We can do the whole day over if you want. We can fix everything.
We can start by drying you out. Come on, into the station with you.
You can bunk with me, doll.
I'd rather die. Stop it! Unhand me, you dolt!
Well, I guess that's it for Edna.
Yes, I suppose it is. You know, whoever said time heals all wounds didn't know squat about time travel.
What do we do about that, DeLorean?
No need to do a thing. Ever since we synced up the time circuits, the temporal breakdown in Edna's DeLorean has accelerated at an exponential rate. By my calculations, the timeline should catch up with it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now!
What the hell? Hey, Parker, you're not gonna believe this.
See? What did I say? Ready to go home?
Wait, Doc, the timeline's not fixed yet. Look.
Harry, you missed all the fireworks at the expo.
Yeah, so I heard. Listen, I heard a rumor about you two.
I guess we gotta come clean. Ta-da! Audie took me to Reno last night.
Try to keep a secret in Hill Valley.
Well, you gonna congratulate us or what?
And it's true. My grandpa's married the wrong grandma. I'm done for.
Hey, are you feeling all right, kid? You don't look so hot.
You don't look done for to me, Marty. You're not even fainting right now. There must be something about Trixie you don't know about.
Trixie, you can't marry Artie.
Is this about my past with Kid? 'Cause Artie ain't holding that against me.
That's right, darling. The past is the past.
Yeah, but... Artie, you can't do this. You're not supposed to get married for another 5 years.
Well, I know Trixie and I were taking things slow.
But after that witch Edna got me fired with that postcard, we kind of accelerated things a little.
The postcard? Oh, man.
Again with the kind of. And this right here is the final dialogue choice in the entire game.
Can you see through me?
Nope, never could figure you out. I thought you'd be thrilled for us.
You don't understand. You're supposed to marry Sylvia Miskin.
But I did marry Sylvia Miskin.
What?
You didn't think my real name was Trixie Trotter, did ya?
Don't feel too bad. It was kind of a surprise to me, too.
Wait a minute, you're Grandma Sylvie?
Grandma? Hey, how old do you think I am, kiddo?
But you're so skinny and blonde and...
Yeah,
you know,
it's
I
amazing
think
what
Oh
a
my
mama
God.
like you she'll do for
I've
ya.
seen you naked. You're Sylvia?
You okay, pal?
Yeah, I'm fine. Great. You kids go off and have yourself a wonderful honeymoon. And don't worry about your dad, Artie. I'm sure he'll come around.
Come around to what?
To approving your marriage. You seem kind of mad about it back at the high school.
Well, that was before I got a look at her. Besides, as my dear old father Seamus used to say, no sense in getting riled up over something I can't do nothing about. And honestly, now that I met her, I can't imagine a better daughter-in-law than the charming Miss Sylvia here.
Aw, thank you, Dad.
As for you, stranger, I'll thank you to not go poking your nose in McFly family business.
It's been a pleasure, Agent Callahan.
See you in the funny papers, Harry.
Goodbye, Grandma.
You know, I took some pictures of Trixie in 1931.
Hey, that's my grandma you're talking about.
Well, looks like everything's finally back to normal. Hopefully.
Here we are, back in good old 1986.
May 14th?
15th. Best to build in a little lag time. Gives you a chance to catch up.
Looks like the estate sale is still going on. Hey, don't you want to stay, Doc? You gotta stop the bank from selling off all your old stuff.
What are you talking about? Estate sale? Bank? I'm not dead, Marty. Clara and I are having a little garage sale, that's all.
Garage sale? You mean...
Marty, you're back from your trip. Hello, Doc. Selling off the family treasures, eh?
Not quite, but I hope you find something you like.
Speaking of which, did you find what you were looking for?
Yeah, I sure did.
Great! Hey, is that a box of Asimov?
Let me get this straight. Are you telling me you live here now? In 1986?
Well, naturally. Clara and I maintain a part-time residence here. Wasn't that the case when you left?
No.
Strange. I can't imagine not sticking around. After all, I've got my late father's foundation to supervise. If I wasn't here, who'd present the annual Earhart Brown Scholarship for Young Scientists? Something funny?
I'll explain it to you later.
I don't see what's so funny about looking after a family legacy. Oh, almost forgot. I've got something for you. Happy graduation.
Graduation? But that's not for another... The McFlys of Hill Valley.
An exhaustively detailed history of your family. From your great-great-grandfather Seamus to the present.
You traveled through time to write this?
Well, most of the research was done traditionally, but your grandma Sylvia proved to be something of a mystery.
Which is why you traveled back to 1931, to look for her.
Exactly. Who knew she was singing in a speakeasy under a stage name?
This is great, Doc. Thanks.
It's the least I could do for the man who saved me from making the worst mistake of my life.
Yoo-hoo! Dr. Brown!
Edna? Einie!
What's going on? What are you doing at my door?
The same thing I do every afternoon, silly man. Giving him such much-needed exercise. Isn't that right, Einstein?
Hey, Dollface, it's past time for our 3:30.
Coming, sweetie! Oh, Mr. McFly, have you seen my stepson anywhere?
Oh, Biff! I think you're late for an appointment.
Oh, well, gosh. You're right, Mr. McFly. Hi, Marty.
Don't they make a great little family? You'd never know they met in prison.
Don't say anything. Let's just walk quietly into the lab and hope there are no more surprises.
I wouldn't bet on that. See? What'd I tell you?
Doc!
Marty! What are you doing here?
You gotta come with me! Back to the future!
Marty, you can't be here. If your younger self sees you, the consequences could be catastrophic.
My younger self? Oh, right! Bring him along too. This concerns all of us.
What do you mean? Does something happen to us?
Do we turn into assholes or something?
Nah, we're fine. But our great-great-grandkids?
What the hell?
Great Scott!
Doc, you gotta come back with me. Back to listen to him, Doc. It's me you gotta help. If you want to save Jennifer and our 12 kids.
What?
That timeline was overwritten 5 jumps back. Jennifer's out of
How
the
can there
picture.
be 2 more of me
Your
here?
life is
I have no idea.
tit
My own
tanning.
rights of space-time
She's in
continuum
prison.
should be tearing
Not
apart
my
like a
world.
cheap dish rag right now.
It already is. What my evil twin and I are trying to say is, the future is totally jacked up, and you gotta come with me to save it. No, me.
Oh, for God's sake, not another Marty.
So, we meet at last. You've altered my timeline once too often.
What's going on, Doc?
Well, we do seem to have a conundrum on our hands. Or 3.
Yeah, Doc, but which one is the real me?
Isn't it obvious, Marty? Come on.
Prepare to be erased. Doc, wait! What about the space-time continuum? Yeah, what about my future? And mine?
The future can wait. We've got a present to catch up with.
Where to, Doc?
Mr. McFly, thrill me.
It says to be continued. I guess it's supposed to be like a hint that there may be a second season for this game in the future, but sadly, it never did happen. And of course, how can anybody not wish that it did happen? Sorry I had to skip the end credits for the final episode, but it played Back in Time by Huey Lewis and the News again, and you can understand why I had to cut that. But that's it for Back to the Future the game on PlayStation 4. Definitely one of the best Telltale games ever made. Again, it's a shame that a sequel to this game never got made. Remember, well, I don't think I mentioned this yet, but it was first made back in 2011. And I honestly doubt that a sequel will never happen. It's unfortunate, I know. Like many Telltale games, this game, it had a very interesting storyline and such. And I do remember mentioning this already, but this game has a bonus video, but I'm not really going to show it in case there's anything copyrighted involved in it. But that's it for my playthrough of Back to the Future the game. I know many of you enjoy this game as much as I do. And now it's time for me to move on to what my next playthrough will be. In fact, I'm partial to be replaying another game. It's well, I'll surprise you with what that replay will be. God, again with this ridiculous loading. Not that it really matters. But, thank you all for watching. I shall see you next time in what my next replay will be. Bye everybody.